Today we're going to look at how to tune the guitar in standard tuning. Now, I've used one of these for years. I find these really good, and I don't know if you can see that, but on there each string is identified and you blow through. It's a pitch pipe, and you've got E1, B2, G3, E6, A5 and D, which obviously goes through the strings from, and I think they're really good. They're a really good little tool to use to tune your guitar. The other thing is you can buy tuners like this one, a chromatic tuner which you can plug your electric guitar in. It's got the input and output, so obviously when you're playing you can tune, press down and turn it off and it will tune your guitar. I have got a little clip-on one somewhere, and you can clip it on the end of your guitar and that will tune that way. But nowadays you can get apps, and I think this is a really good way of doing it. And the apps, this is on a little tablet I've got. You can download the guitar tuner, and there you go, there's a guitar tuner. Goes across there, and when you get the little tick, that's to say that it's in tune, and it'll say whether it's flat or it's in, and you can tune obviously. So you go to the A string, there you go, it's come up A. Can you see that? You can quite see that, but there's a little tick that comes up, say. So these, and you just go through your strings, and also it'll teach you which strings are which, because obviously it points it out on there. There's many if you go into the app stores for tuners, and that's either on your phone or on your tablets. So that's a free guitar tuner. So as we go down the neck to tune the guitar, we start here on the 5th fret of the E string, and that should sound the same as the A open. And then if we put our finger on the 5th fret of the A string, it should sound the same as the D open. If we put our finger on the 5th fret of the D string, it should sound the same as the G open. This is where the guitar changes. We come from the 5th fret to the 4th fret of the G string, and we play that note, and it should be a B, and it should sound the same as the B open, which is the 5th string down, which is the B open. And then for our final note, the E note, we come back to the 5th fret, and we should play the note on the 5th fret, which is an E note, and the E open bottom string. Now they should sound the same also. When you start to play the guitar more and you start playing up the neck, you might find that your guitar is going out of tune. Now, one of the reasons that could be is if the intonation's out on the guitar, or it could be the way you're playing the guitar, and if you're bending notes and things like that, bending strings, and you're knocking them out of tune slightly. But one way of checking that the intonation is correct, because at the nut and at the 12th, the notes are exactly the same, because it's a whole octave there, so the notes start again. So open E here should sound the same as a fretted note on the 12th fret of the E string. Now, if there's a horrible difference in sound with that, and as long as you're not bending the strings, it could be the intonation on the guitar. And again, if we come up a string and we go to the B string, and again the G, and they should sound the same, and that works with all the strings, all on the 12th fret. All of these played should sound exactly the same open, but obviously a higher pitch of sound because it is an octave higher. But that's one way to tell, a quick test to tell that the intonation on your guitar is pretty good, and that's how to tune a guitar.